Well guys, welcome back. So I'm out here. I've got the truck set up. I'm gonna be camping here tonight. The reason that I'm here is because this whole pond is open water. So I drove around to a bunch of different spots yesterday and a few different spots this morning. And this is the only place that I have found that has a pond that's completely open water. So I've got a few fishing poles with me, and I think I'm going to try to do some fishing, see if I can catch my first open water fish of the year. I have never fished this pond before. The water looks somewhat clear, and there's water flowing into it, which is really nice. So I think I'm going to go back to the truck and grab a couple of poles and get to fishing. I'm not seeing any fish in the water, assuming they're all down deeper, so we'll see if we can hook into anything. It would probably be surprising if I did hook into something today, and the current temperature is still pretty cold. I actually thought I was going to be warm enough without my coat, and I don't have enough clothes on, so it was kind of chilly once I get moving around. It's currently 43. I believe that's the high today. Yep. And then tonight we've got a low of about 27, so not a bad spot. And of course I've got electricity here, so I'm gonna plug in tonight. But the camper is set up. We'll take a look at that, I guess. So we've got the rig set up here. I do have my heavy bag with me. Yeah. So let's get this camera strapped to my chest probably. And I'm gonna pull a couple of rods out of here and a little bit of tackle. I really didn't bring a ton of stuff. And we're gonna see if we can catch my first open water fish of the year this year. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, so I got rigged up here, medium casting rod, and I'm gonna try throwing this jerk bait. Never used this. I think I got it in a mystery tackle box a year or so ago. I don't even subscribe to that anymore, so we'll give this a shot. And I'm not the only one thinking about fishing, so it looks like somebody showed up on the other side. All right, let's do this, guys. Let's catch a dang fish and not fall. I have no idea how deep this water is here. Probably just got a bunch of gunk off the bottom. Yep. Not much of a jerkbait fisherman, to be honest with you guys, but figured I'd give it a shot. I just saw something eat on the surface. What the hell? I just saw something eat on the surface again. What the hell? I don't know if it's a carp or what, but it seems kind of odd. Oh, I snagged it. Tight. I think that's it for us. And there it goes. Well, we're going to call it on that one for fishing for the day. I guess we will get the fire going. Let's get some wood split and let's get a fire going. See if I can split some of this wood, so I don't really have any kindling.
a huge piece in here somewhere. It definitely needs split up. This one. See if we can split that into a few pieces. I don't have a ton of wood. Maybe I should walk around and look for some more. There we go. Well, it's probably honestly broken up good enough. Got enough for a little bit of kindling to get it going. I'm actually going to wander around and see if I can find some more wood first before I light this thing up. Well, I didn't find any like actual firewood, but I found this big hunk of tree here that looks like it's been cut down fairly recently from somewhere. I don't know. We're gonna see if it burns though. So I got my little folding saw out here. We'll start cutting some of these apart. Yeah, it's still pretty green, but once I get the fire going, it should burn. All right, well, we've got some of this that'll burn once the fire gets going. We're gonna get this thing going, and once it's going good, I'm gonna try some of these cosmic flame packets that I got in the mail. They should be pretty cool. So I've got my fire starter here, dryer lint and an egg crate. I'm gonna start this, and then I'll start piling these leaves and twigs on top of it. There we go. It's going. I don't know if you guys can hear all those geese, but they're pretty loud. But I'm not surprised. I am close to the river and there is open water here. Well, I'm plugged in. Electricity is on. They're going right over me. Close your mouths. Don't want to get pooed on. There's a lot of them. Well, it's a bummer we didn't hook up with anything out fishing, but you know, at least I tried. I had two solid hits that I missed and then ended up breaking off. They didn't want anything to do with moving baits that I was throwing, so still really early in the year. The water is still cold, even though this pond's open. Everything else at this park is locked up. It's still iced over. There's, I think, 3 or 4 other ponds here that are still frozen over, so maybe better luck next time. We shall see next week. I think the end of this week we've got 60-degree temps. I think next Monday is supposed to be like 70 degrees, so Spring is definitely in the air. I might have started this a little early. I should have plenty of wood to make it through dark so we can try these cosmic flames out. I think the directions say, if I remember correctly, 1 to 3 packs. But I've got 12. So 1 to 3 means I should probably put 6 in there, right? I think we're going to start off with 6. Get this thing really popping. And we'll enjoy the fire. And I haven't decided if I'm going to cook out here tonight. I don't really have a lot to cook. I do have some good food, but really the only thing I need to do with heat is boil a bit of water, and I don't know if I want to do that out here. I might wait till later since it's going to be dark by 6:30. I'm not really hungry quite yet. So we're just going to hang out and enjoy the fire for a bit. Watch the sun go down. It's directly behind the camera basically. So yeah, beautiful night out here. Sun is about to go down over there. I actually can't even see it anymore, so I'm sure it's getting dark on the camera. So we are going to shove 6 of these guys in there because it says use 1 to 3. Hopefully it doesn't blow up on me. And you just throw these in. You don't open the package. You just shove them in there. So I'm going to back up a little bit. Probably won't do this while I'm sitting down. We're going to try to get these in on the bottom. All right, see if it gets funky colors. Oh yeah, I can see greens in there. Greens and blues. I hope you guys can see that. That's pretty cool. We're definitely gonna probably stick the other ones in there once it really gets going and all the wood's burning. Especially the wood on top there. That's cool, Allison. I appreciate that. It's really vibrant. I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick it up, but it's really vibrant in person. It's like blue, green, purple. You know, camping is a lot of the same. A lot of times you carry most of the same gear with you. Even if you're in a different place, you kind of go through the same rituals. This is different. This is one of those things that just, it's a different camping experience. I mean, something as simple as a fire, but blue and green and purple flames, come on. I feel like I'm having one of those I was today years old moments. I was today years old when I figured out fire could be different. It can be different. I feel like this chair is like a child's chair. It feels so small. Maybe it is a kid's chair. Doesn't help that I'm leaning. Starting to get cold out there, guys. Oh, much nicer in here. Well, the fire was awesome. It's just finally burnt out. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm gonna get supper here going here pretty quickly. See what the temperature is right now. 34 degrees, so just above freezing here. It was starting to get cold. The wind died down and was kind of shifting back and forth, so I had to back way off the fire. All right, I'm gonna put my pajama pants on here, and then we will probably get to cooking some dinner here. I'm kind of excited for food tonight, so stay tuned, guys. We'll get after it here in a second. All right, guys, so got changed in my pajama pants. We are gonna get some water boiling. Now I'm gonna do my best not to burn myself this time. Spill water everywhere like last time. Make sure this thing is securely fastened in here. That was my issue last time. So with the water, we are going to make some green onion instant miso soup, and I've got something good to go with this. Well, I guess I shouldn't say it's good. I don't know if I've ever had it before either. So if you watched the last video, you'll know I got this in the P.O. box, and I don't know if I've ever had miso soup. I feel like I probably have, but I couldn't tell you if I actually have. So we're gonna give it a shot. And there's a bunch of different packets in here. I think there's like 2 packets per soup, possibly something like that. Like I said, I've never done this. Okay, yeah. So you have a miso soup base packet, which is kind of mushy, and then you've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's just one of these. I think I might as well make 2 of each. We'll grab our other food out here in a second. Let's get this water going. So this says 2/3 cup, 5.5 fluid ounces for each serving. So we're gonna go, so that would only be like 11 ounces. We'll just do 12. Got little markings in here. And I'm just gonna eat it straight out of this. Get this thing going. Make sure it's good and stable. I don't want to burn myself or anything else or spill water everywhere. It was not a fun experience last time. And that's going to get pretty loud. It usually does. And while this is heating up, we'll go ahead and grab our other food item. So I ran to my local Hy-Vee and I got a bit of sushi. What's better? I don't know what else. I honestly don't know what to cook with miso soup. Gooch Kawaventure that sent me this said people eat it for breakfast, and I did see some recipes with like a poached egg in it. But since it's a product of Japan, sushi. So this is a black dragon roll. I can't say I've ever had this. I guess we'll see if we can kind of get ingredients off of here. Tuna, tempura shrimp, cucumber, green onion, sesame oil, sushi sauce, mirin, which is like rice wine. So really just the meat on this is tuna and tempura shrimp, I guess. It looks pretty good. peel the label off there. I kind of thought about trying to make sushi myself, but I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I was hoping I could find like a do-it-yourself sushi kit. Did not have any luck with that today anyways. I know you can buy some of that stuff online, but it smells good. So there's some sauce on it. Set that down here. You get a little bit of soy sauce with this, and you have some wasabi. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these plastic garnishes off and put them in the lid here. It's not what you want to eat. That looks pretty good to me. It looks like it's like a tempura shrimp inside of that. You got your rice on the outside and then tuna on top and your sauce on the top of it. Looks really good to me. You got a bit of wasabi right there. I'm spilling stuff in here. I'm excited to try this. Well, I guess we'll kind of wait for that soup, that water to boil. Shouldn't take very long. Yeah, those are green onions on there. Those are pretty good. There's another one right here. I guess it's got some sauce on it. We can see what the sauce is about. I think that's boiling already. That is boiling. That didn't take long. Alright, so, like I said, I'm just going to eat this soup right out of this thing. Go ahead and shut this off. And all we need to do is mix these packets in there. So I've got 4 packets to mix in. I don't think that's going to melt my cooler lid. I'll go ahead and pull that off. So that's boiling. That was boiling anyways. And first we will add our garnish packets, I guess. Got 2 of these. There's quite a bit of green onions and stuff in there and seasoning. Now this is like mushy. I don't know what this is about. Get some of that. Oh yeah, that's different. Well, this should be a new experience here. Go ahead and get all of that out of there. It smells good. It almost smells like sushi, like it's kind of got a fishy smell to it. Man, I don't know if it's about fishy, it's just, that's definitely different. So, I know this is going to be really hard for you guys to see because I'm using this deeper thing here, but it's just a soup. You've got some green onions and seasoning and stuff in there. And that was a pretty thick paste of whatever that miso stuff is. I don't know. Maybe, while this cools off for a second, and I'll look up what miso is. Miso is a traditional Japanese seasoning produced by fermenting soybeans with salt and koji, and sometimes rice, barley, seaweed, and other ingredients. Yeah, at its most basic, miso is a fermented paste that's made by inoculating a mixture of soybeans with a mold called koji. For you science folks, that's a common name for Aspergillus oryzae. Probably saying that wrong. Well, I said it kind of smelled a little fishy. That's because there's seaweed in miso soup, so it has a flavor of the sea or ocean. Sometimes fishing, depending on whether or not it's made with bonito flake or dashi flake, which is fish stock. Some miso soups may have a fishier taste than others. So this is probably perfect to go with sushi, honestly. That is really hot, so why don't we try a bit of this sushi first. I'm gonna kind of juggle these things around, try not to spill them. Got a little bit of wasabi. Probably shouldn't put that on my spoon here. And we've got our first hunk of this roll, so if you can get it inside of that, that's a piece of tempura shrimp in there and some stuff on top of it. Would recommend the Black Dragon roll. That is very tasty. All right, let's give this miso soup a try. Green onion and stuff off the top there. It's probably gonna be really hot. I'm gonna burn myself like an idiot. That's pretty good. Now, I did just eat some sushi, so I do have a fishy taste in my mouth. It does, I mean, yeah, it kind of has, like, it reminds me of sushi. It reminds me a lot of, like, ramen broth. It's got a good taste to it. I like it. I'd eat this again. It's very warm. I need to let that cool down a bit more. I think 2 packets was probably right, or 4, I guess. 4 packets. Honestly, I don't think I could have picked a better combination, but if you guys out there eat miso soup, what do you eat with it? I need a bigger spoon. Dang. I think those big green, I think that's seaweed, right? Is that seaweed? Which is the same thing that your sushi roll is wrapped with. I mean, it tastes like, this all tastes incredibly similar to me. It's very good, Gooch. Thank you for the soups. He said that in that note that he sent that people eat it for breakfast, and I saw a recipe, some recipe with like a poached egg in it. Probably gonna have to try that. Pardon me while I slurp my soup. It's like it's the scene from Billy Madison. I like miso soup and sushi, and this roll is amazing. I kind of wonder what it would be like if say you make your miso soup and then you throw a packet of ramen noodles in there. I think that would be pretty tasty. Don't use like the ramen seasoning packet. Just use the miso soup packets as your seasoning, as your soup base or whatever. And you could throw the ramen in there. I bet that would be pretty tasty. Well, there we go. I'm gonna have to rinse this out. But miso soup, green onion miso soup, I guess. I don't know how many flavors they have. I know nothing about it really, other than it's pretty tasty, and I feel like you could definitely use it as a base for a few other things if you were a bit adventurous. I guess if you've never tried it, give it a shot. Well, that was pretty good, guys. Let me get this stuff cleaned up, and then I think I'm gonna watch a movie. Downloaded a few. We'll get something going. Hang out for the rest of the night. All right, everything's cleaned up. Let's get a movie. Figure out what we want to watch this evening. I'm gonna watch a Netflix movie called Outside the Wire. I saw the previews for that the other day. Looked pretty good. Hang out and watch this. Enjoy the evening. I'll probably see you guys in the morning. Stay tuned. Well, good morning, y'all. I can't believe I slept in that late. It's 8:30 already. And the sun's up.
8:30 in the morning, sun's blazing, and I'm just back here knocked out, I guess. Yeah. Sun is up out there. Oh. I feel a bit befuddled. Can't believe I slept that late. Normally the light will wake me up and there's trains going by honking out there. I don't know what the deal is. Alright, let's make some coffee. No fancy coffee this morning, guys. I'm going straight Folgers packs. Never been a fan of getting really fancy with coffee in the morning, but I think I might get myself one of those, probably not a press, but you just pour the water over the grounds or whatever, like a filter thing. I don't even know what I'm talking about, really. We'll start with that, and we've got some donuts, and there's a few in there. I ate a couple of them last night. We've got some coffee. And I probably do have enough to make 2 cups. We'll see if I drink another one. Well, coffee and donuts for breakfast is always a good combination. I'm so happy spring is basically here. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this coffee finished up and get my stuff packed up here. I'm good with 1 cup. This is plenty strong. And then I'll probably hit the road. We might drive around a little bit and see if the other ponds have opened up. If not, we'll check out the river before we leave. Well, y'all, I don't know why it's closed over here. I drove through here
I drove through here yesterday. No, not yesterday, 3 days ago. Anyways, you guys probably can't see it. The river's over there, and it's actually quite frozen still. Surprisingly, I don't know why that one pond is open. We've got a pond right here that's about half, oh, maybe a third of the way open. That was completely frozen yesterday, so that's closing up. I think I got a big eye booger. Let's get in the truck here. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Never actually seen those gates closed. Yeah, that's opening up. I bet that lake is completely open by the end of the day. I don't know if there's anywhere else I can drive down to the river. I think this is closed too. Yeah, I don't know why they've got these river sites closed. Maybe, I bet it's because we're in a flood warning right now because of ice jams on the river, and that one's closed too. And yeah, it's completely frozen. That's probably why, now that I think about it. Yeah. Well, everything's opening back up. At least the lakes are. It's surprising that that river's still frozen. At least half of it is. There's kind of a fork in it right now. Like this side's frozen, the other side's kind of open. But anyways, guys, I had a great time camping last night. The colored flames were really cool. Thank you, Allison, for those. And the miso soup was good too. Thanks, Gooch, for those, man. Oh, there's another one that's closed up. I can't say I ever had the miso before, but I'm definitely going to try that a few different ways. Some of the stuff that I was looking up, like the poached egg in it, that actually sounds pretty good in my opinion. And then, like I said, the ramen, like cooking ramen in that broth. That sounds appropriate to me, right? So, anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. I'm so happy the weather is warming back up. We're going to have some great adventures this summer, and we'll be able to get out and do some more stuff. I'm going to get my motorcycles back. We're going to do some motorcycle adventuring. I think I need to start bringing my mountain bike or one of my bicycles along on trips like this, so we can wander around the parks and stuff like that. And some of the stuff around here has some really cool mountain bike trailers. So the stuff around here, there's some parks around here with some really good mountain bike trails, and I'm not a great mountain biker, but we'll see if my Walmart special Schwinn will handle it. Anyways, guys, yeah, I'm gonna close this one out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.